Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elizabeth with Ellie's Handcrafted Jewelry, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create these woven leaf earrings. But before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on the latest tutorials. Alright, so let's get started. For materials, you're going to need two 6-inch segments of 18 gauge wire, 4 feet of 28 gauge weaving wire, 2 beads of your choice, and 2 ear wires. And for tools, you're going to need flush cutters, flat nose or chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, a hammer and anvil, and file and a 1000 grit sandpaper. Now to start the earring, we're going to go ahead and take one of these segments of 18 gauge wire and create a little swirl at the end with our round nose pliers. Once we've created our little swirl, we're going to measure from 1 1/4 inches on the ruler, and at that point we're going to go ahead and bend the wire straight up and compress the wire together using our flat nose pliers or chain nose pliers. From there, I'm going to hold the bottom of the bend there with my pliers and pull these segments of wire apart, and then use my thumb to gently create a curve. And you can do this with a dowel as well if that's easier, and just doing the same on the opposite side to begin creating the leaf shape. Once I've created the leaf shape, I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of my wire and begin bending it down alongside the opposite side of the wire, like so, using my thumb to gently create a curve to follow along on the inside of the frame. From there, I'm going to grab the wire and bend just above the bottom bend, straight up, and then compress the wire just like I did at the beginning. From there, I'm going to take my flush cutters and I'm going to go ahead and cut this wire just about 1/3 of the way from the top, like so. I'm going to go ahead and pull this wire forward, and then I'm going to lay it on the anvil and then use my hammer to hammer a little paddle at the end of this wire. Once I've hammered it flat, I'm going to go ahead and grab my file and begin rounding out this wire. As you can see, I'm pushing the file away from me as I'm filing. This is the proper way to do it and the best way to maintain your files so that they stay nice and sharp. Once I finish the paddled end, I'm going to go ahead and hammer the other side and then also the swirl, just to give a little bit of added texture. Now there are some tool marks that are left behind from the pliers and the hammer, so I'm going to go ahead and use my 1000 grit sandpaper and begin sanding those out. Now I wouldn't recommend using this on coated wire if you're using some kind of coated wire or a silver plated wire, because it would just take the plating right off. And here's how it should look so far. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my weaving wire and begin wrapping it around the bottom of the leaf. I'm going to wrap it around a total of 3 times to begin my weave. Now I'm just going to go ahead and bring the wire through the leaf and then wrap it around both the outer and inner wires 2 times. Now I'm going to wrap this wire around the outer frame 5 times, and this is called the lashing weave. Again through and around both wires 2 times. And then again around the outer frame 5 times. And we'll just repeat this until we reach the top of the leaf. Now I'm just going to go ahead and finish wrapping around the top of this, a total of 5 times, and then I'll go ahead and remove the excess wire. And rather than using my flesh cutters, I'm going to go ahead and just do the pull and twist method for a clean cut. Once I've completed my little leaf, I'm going to go ahead and create a little bead for it to hang from. So I'm going to go ahead and create a little loop on the end of one of my spare wires here, and then bend it over just a little bit to create an eye hook or an eye pin. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my bead and string it on, and then bend the wire off to the side. And I'm going to trim about a little over 1/4 inch, where there's about 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my round nose pliers and create another loop. Once I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and open one of those loops and put my little charm on there, and then close that loop back up, and we'll have completed one earring. And then just repeat the steps for the next earring. I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this one. Until next time, happy wrapping!